Some people have said at least one engine is heard turning on descent. The landing gear is down. The pilot seems to be pulling it, which tends to slow down land. Bird strike both engines? No. Only one shot would have needed to penetrate the wing for this to blow instead of fire. Yeah, exactly. The fire begins on the ground. Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, and I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Sadly, it appears that some people flying in a plane in Kyrgyzstan and Azerbaijan Airlines didn't have such a lucky escape. It's getting weirder and weirder, this one. So we'll bring up the flight radar 24, which says flight J28243, the crash near Akatau Airport in Kyrgyzstan is an Azerbaijan Airlines Embraer ERG190 registration 4K AZ65. It took off from Baku at 03:55 UTC time and was flying to Grozny. The aircraft was exposed to strong GPS jamming, which made the aircraft transmit bad ADS-B data. At 0440 UTS, we lost the ADS-B signal, and at 0607 UTC, we picked up the ADS bad signal again before it crashed at 0628 UTC. Now, they explain what they mean by jamming, and I'll bring it up here. They have a map which actually shows you quite effectively where the areas are, where there's active GPS jamming, and what it actually means. So basically it causes interference with the aircraft systems. So okay, so that was the initial thing. And it's a bit strange. Now, people have actually survived this. Now, there is a video which I'm now about to bring up and play for you, which shows you the complete video of the crash. Now, there are a few things on here that I'd like to draw attention to. I'm not going to play the audio because there's no need for the audio. And what we'll do is we'll zoom in a little bit more so we can have a look at the video. So this is the 2 minutes and 31 seconds of the crash. So, as you can see, this is the aircraft that appears to be rising into the air. It has its undercarriage down as if it's prepared to land. It's in a climb for some unknown reason. Any case, let's carry on. So we are now attempting to level off the camera crew. So we're now level. We're now going into a very steep angle of attack. As we go down even steeper now. Even steeper. This is not the usual approach. It's still going and way down too much. Now we're kind of trying to level off. Still got a gear down. Slightly banking now. Going back up again. So there's something clearly wrong with the control systems of this aircraft. Although I still can't figure out what, nor can anyone else. And as I said, this is a very strange thing. So this aircraft is clearly struggling to maintain altitude, steering. Is the undercarriage gone back up again now? I'm not sure. I can't. It looks like the undercarriage has now gone back up. No, it's down. It's still down. Yeah, there's definitely. It's got a control issue. It's banking again. Initially, some people said it had a bird strike. No, bird strike. Planes will land with bird strikes, no problem at all. There is definitely something wrong with this aircraft, as my... there we go. Let's see if we can get past the buffer. It might do it again. Yeah, it's buffering. Oh, no, it had it then. So, here we go. We're coming a bit closer now. Landing lights are on. Landing gear is down. There doesn't seem to be any obvious signs of any sort of damage. It's not smoking from any engines. As I said, bird strikes were initially reported. There doesn't seem to be any structural integrity problems. There's no obvious holes, etc. But there's definitely a control issue. It's losing it now. He's lost it. It's going wing down. And it then smashes into the runway. Horrendous thing. Now, as it turns out, some people in the tail section actually managed to survive. Believe it or not. Now, other reports was there was a flash on the tail. So people were sort of now going, something's a bit odd. Very, very odd. So, the next bit is we now have another video of parts of the plane that have been recovered. And they're let's turn the sound off. They are riddled with shrapnel. This is the tail section. And as you can see, these are shrapnel. That's probably caused by the impact. But look, the whole tail section is riddled with shrapnel. These are shrapnel holes potentially from an air-to-air missile. And as it says, there is no official statement for Azerbaijan Airlines that was shot down or shots fired at. Following the video shared on social media showing traces of shrapnel in the rear section of the aircraft. Excuse me. So it's getting a little bit more weird and weird. Very, very odd for what's happening. Some people immediately saw that damage and have said that looks like the proximity of missiles. Some are saying, oh, well, it's the impact damage. I'm not sure. It's just very, very weird. And it just gets strange. Some people have said at least one engine is heard turning on descent. The landing gear is down. The pilot seems to be pulling it with attempts to slow down land. Bird strike both engines? No. Only one shot would have needed to penetrate the wing for this to blow instead of fire. Yeah, exactly. The fire begins on the ground. It's very, very weird. And that's the latest I have on it. I haven't picked up any more information since then. But it's very, very odd. It seems to be struggling. A lot of people, as I said, have gone bird strike, but then there's shrapnel in the engine, around the tail, not sure. People have survived. In the tail section, they actually got up and walked away, which I think is just absolutely stunning. So I'll keep an eye on this one. Bit of a weird thing happening where it was GPS interference of the aircraft. Clearly it was struggling to maintain its position in the sky. And now shrapnel in the tail. Keep an eye on it. Any case. So, little addition to the video you've just watched. It's now been confirmed that the aircraft was indeed shot down by a surface-to-air missile, which had been fired against drones in the area. And clearly this one missed its intended target and managed to explode nearby the aircraft, causing irreparable damage. So that sort of shoots down the bird strike idea that people were banding about, etc. As I said, by looking at the damage, it looked very much like the shrapnel you get from a surface-to-air missile strike. And it has now been confirmed that, sadly, that was the case. Up on the screen now as well, you'll see a small video showing the damage and other pictures as I'm going through this. This is all emerged the following day, as I'm recording this on Boxing Day, to just sort of bring this one more to a closure. It actually all happened before I even got a chance to get the original video, which you've just watched out. So, sad times. Apparently this is either the 6th or maybe the 7th airliner that's been damaged or brought down by SAMs being fired at objects missing intended targets and managing to plough their way into unintentional targets. It's dodgy when you're walking around combat zones, I guess. There should be more checks and balances, but it is what it is. So there you go. So that's the latest update. I'm recording this on Boxing Day. I'm just off to pick my mother up so we can have our Christmas lunch, which we have on Boxing Day this year, because for the first time in 15 years, well, excluding COVID, of course, my wife's not at work on Boxing Day. So we're going to actually have a Christmas lunch, where my Christmas lunch usually is a bacon and egg sandwich or something, beans on toast or something, but now I'm having turkey, gammon, etc. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and I will catch you in the next one. So, excuse the edit, but now you know the reason why. So 2 more videos will be popping up on the screen next to you right now. One will be the one I last uploaded, another one will be the one that Gods of YouTube, the mighty algorithm, has picked for you from my collection. Please do not deny the mighty algorithm. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you subscribe, don't forget you can ding the magic little bell, which is supposed to give you notification that I've done another video, which you probably will do for a couple of weeks before YouTube decide for whatever reason to turn it off. You can also follow me on X at Gobster. The link is down below. And with that, I'm done. So, until the next one.